I'm going crazy. 무뎌져.
I hate packing and then unpacking. You have getting tired because you just shifted to a new city. Yes, a whole new city. You got a job here in Busan while you were living in Seoul, but somehow you decided to shift here. And now you're sitting in your new apartment. God, why don't I have a sibling or anyone to help me out? You were sulking sitting on a couch with you just unpacked right now, with many boxes placed in front of you. Uh, these ones are kitchen accessories. I should unpack them first, then I'll prepare my bedroom. You got up and started to open up the boxes. After 2 hours, you threw yourself on the couch back looking at the ceiling. Should I go out first and then come back to prepare my room? You thought about going to the nearby convenience store to buy some essential things. You wore your jacket and shoes as it was cold outside and left. You came back with 2 big bags of those essentials in your hand. It's just you bought extra things that you didn't even think to buy. Placing the bag down, you opened your purse to grab the card key out. You heard footsteps behind you that took your attention. You turned to see the person, but as your eyes caught his figure, your highly standard imaginative mind stopped working because the beauty he held was still far from it. His long curled black locks were just above his broad shoulder. His side profile was so sharp that it can slice your deep imagination in parts too. His left cheek has a little scar just below his eyes. His upper lips are barely visible and there's a little mole under his lower lip. He was wearing a perfectly fit three-piece suit that hugged his bulky body. His thighs were so damn thick that you wanted to squeeze them. You noticed his hand had some tattoos over them. His appearance was making you drool so freely that you thought it was a sin to watch him free of cost. When people pay $1 million to watch him live, that will not be enough to portray his athletic beauty. Suddenly, you heard a throat cleaning. You cursed at your inner self to eye the stranger guy in front of you. I saw. New neighbor? He asked with a raised eyebrow, gesturing to his apartment maybe. Holy Trinity, this meal? Is this man my neighbor? Life is sad. No need to read those Wattpad stories, man. Yeah, just shifted today. You weren't able to control your lips curving up as he eyed you. Is he also interested in me or just looking at my dressing style? If that's done, off why and stay single for a lifetime. Great, I'm Jungkookff. Your neighbor. Actually, I've lived here for almost 2 years now. He made an off face and nodded, shaking your hand with his. Well, I'm Jungkookff. I'm from Seoul, but for a better job, I have to shift here. He was still holding your hand. You weren't feeling uncomfortable at all. But you wanted to keep holding it because the warmth in his hand is providing right now even your heater can't provide it. He noticed your hand in his and pulled his hand back. You noticed a little smirk on his face. Oh, you're hallucinating. No, you're hallucinating. Why he will think something like me, a lazy potato? I will take my leave now. He gestured to his apartment, but if you need anything, as you just shifted in a whole new city, please don't hesitate to ask. Yeah, would you mind if I ask you that I need? Shut up, Ryan. You thought yes, I will, bye, see you later. He bade goodbye to you and went inside, so you too. Closing your apartment door, you cupped your chest. The heck did I run in a marathon and won a freaking gold medal? Why am I breathing this heavily? You shake your head at silly thoughts and decide to unpack more and eat something. The next day you enter your apartment after the first day at your office. It wasn't bad but tiring as hell that you wish someone to be already at home for you, preparing all the meals for you and cozy slumber to dig in. What a pitiful life. Saying this, you threw your purse down, removed your jacket and shoes, and laid your body at the couch. I was so perfect, or my limbs were going to be broken in a few minutes. Moaned, being relaxed when your apartment doorbell rang. Who is there now? You got up and walked to the main door with ducked steps. You opened the door without thinking much. Hey. But your eyes widened when you saw him. Damn, my hotty neighbor. But I'm not looking good at all. Just a boiled egg. Why, hand? Yes, Jungkookff. He rubbed the back of his neck, smiling shyly, and pulled his hand up, showing you a dish. Actually, I baked chocolate rolls. Your mouth is already salivating, and being a neighbor, I wanted to share it. I just shifted, so yeah, why not? Please come. Please enter. Why the heck am I talking double meaning sentences these days? You got the dish from him in which he probably brought chocolate rolls. You placed it on the kitchen counter while he was looking at your apartment. Please don't mind the decor yet, I don't have time for it. He chuckled at your unnecessary apology, but the chuckle sound was damn. You wanna ask him that, Mr. Please chuckle again. I wanna droll more. Doesn't matter, it's not like you will live here more than somewhere else. You tilted your head looking at him, all confused. He shook his head with a gill. You shrugged your shoulders, not understanding him. Have you eaten dinner? Not yet. He said with a nervous smile. I like that smile. And here goes the best chance stolen by me. Please have some with me. I was going to cook, but he came up. If you want, I can cook some ramen. We can eat that and roll. Jung looked down, maybe thinking, and then looked at you with a sheepish smile. That would be wonderful. You giggled and started to prepare ramen. After a few minutes, you both were sitting together on the couch with him a bowl of ramen and you biting wholesome chocolate roll. Damn, are they made by heaven? You asked. So you are a bachelor in computer science and working in an IT company now? You nodded, munching on food. You got it. What about you? He kept the bowl down while wiping his mouth with tissues. Well, I'm a doctor working in Jungkookff Hospital as a gynecologist right now. Oh, you almost choked at the holy chocolate roll. He passed you water quickly and you gulped it down. Damn man, that's a rich hospital and you being a doctor is just a blast. He said without thinking much, but then realized what you said in front of him. But why? And he laughed, shaking his head and patting your head. You're funny, dear. You quickly tried to change the topic. So you're like this with every neighbor? You asked, but also slapped yourself internally. He rubbed his temple about to speak. Actually, if I be honest, then no. Before you, a guy have lived here for about 3 years, I think so, but his behavior was never understandable to me. Why? Was he the wrong guy as a bad guy? No, I don't know, and I can't even judge someone without knowing them closely. He just sleeps all morning and day, then goes out at night, that's why. Oh, maybe his work time started at night. Chung agreed with you. He picked up his phone by checking the time. It's already late, I should take a leave. He made a pout. He will leave me no spice in life. Sure. It was so nice to meet you, and the chocolate rolls were damn tasty. Is that so? Then I'd love to share many other things you will love to taste from me. He sat with a little smirk. Your eyebrows frowned, but you nodded with a smile. He then left. Well, thanks, my dear, the neighbor. And yeah, how can I forget? He gave me his phone number too, saying I can contact him in an emergency. You opened your phone and saved his number name as Hotty Dog Neighbor, and then you went to sleep. After a week, you were standing outside his apartment now. It was weekend and you made bulgogi. After making it, you thought of sharing it with your one and only hot neighbor. This whole week, you both have met several times. Many times outside apartment as he will be coming home and going to hospital at same time as yours. And even on Thursday, he gave you a car ride to your company because it was raining heavily and you don't have your own car. Damn, the tension was in car that day. Even with -6-degree temperatures, you were sweating. You rang the bell and after a few seconds, he opened the door. You gulped, seeing his velvet body. Yes. Maybe he came out of shower. He wasn't wearing a shirt, only grey trouser, but that was also giving a peek to his V-line. Wanna lick that? Never mind. Hey, I made this for us. Wanna have together? He chuckled. Damn, one is enough to get me on the knee. Sure, please welcome. He gestured you to come inside. And you did. You saw his apartment from inside now. It was mostly grey and white, everything with some paintings and luxurious furniture, but your eyes went the mattress in the living room. Mattress in the living room? He got the dish from you, placing it on the kitchen counter, getting utensils out. Actually, sometimes I work out, and when I feel tired, I just lay down there. You chuckled at him while he rubbed the back of his neck. Your gaze caught his tattoos. They were lining up from his chest to his right arm. You got curious about those tattoos. Does they even have a meaning? Let's see. He brought the food to couch, placing it down. We only have dining table to show off. Real place to eat is couch. You sat there, but he went inside, maybe his room, and came back wearing a hoodie, grey trouser, with grey hoodie. Ben and I started to have grey clothes game. He sat beside you and divided the dish. In a while, the TV was on. A movie was going on, but you both were more focused on each other's talk than the movie going on. He was telling you one childish incident about his childhood, and his cheek scar was one of them. You were laughing hard, listening to him when his fifth grade teacher was his first crush, found out that he loved banana milk, and he got embarrassed. The way in his medical university, he used to stay away from girls to only focus on study. You couldn't believe all these years that he was single, like how I still can't believe a person like you, like how you still be single. Actually, many women even still now try to reach me, but I didn't saw that Miss Right for me in them. I always wish to have mature woman in my life that after doing hard work this long, that after a tiring day when I see her, my all tiredness vanish away as it wasn't there. I don't want her to be an expert in house chores or something until if she wants to do it herself. And if she has other dreams to complete, I'm ready to support her. But the only thing I'm asking in my life partner is her time and a place in her personal space. You are quietly listening to him until now you are internally joking about him being hotty and all. But this man is really a gem. He deserves world, and you being changing your crush on daily basis. It was nice to talk to you. I'll go now, you should rest. Tomorrow is Sunday. I'm going to rest anyway. Why are you leaving soon? He asked, confused by your sudden behavior. No, it's okay. I remember I have some office work left. I'll complete it. By saying this, you left, leaving the dish you made there. You didn't even eat fully. Did I said something wrong or did something wrong? Jung asked from himself, thinking again. After 2 weeks, it was again weekend. It was raining outside heavily. You were sitting on couch with a blanket and ice cream tub in your hand. You were eating it while in your thoughts as TV was on. It's been a whole week you didn't saw him. Or you can say you had ignored him to not see him. When you came to think, he's the best man you ever met, so caring, respectful and lovely, but you're a normal girl having random crushes. You decided to not meet him more desperately like you used to do before. After what he told you, you can't be his standard, because whenever you met him, your heart started to beat so fast. You start to wish to be next. From hearing his heartbeat, you start to wish to listen to his childish stories, but these things deserve that person who only he deserves. Just then you heard your doorbell. You placed the bowl aside and walked to the door, opening it, and there he was standing with a smile. You gulped, licking your dry lips. You noticed he was holding a bag of snacks, and it was a little wet. Did he went out in this rain to buy these snacks? Hi, may I? He asked, ushering to come inside. You came to your senses, nodding and letting him enter. Hey, I brought these snacks for us. I hope you don't mind having to talk together while having snacks, he asked with his big doe eyes and his pouty pink lips. That's your weakness. How can you deny? Sit, I'll be back. Sat on the couch waiting for you and noticed an ice cream tub at the side table. While she was eating ice cream in this cold, you came back with some plates and bowl sitting beside him. Without you noticing, he sat close to you that there was only 2 inch difference between your shoulders. You were eating ice cream. He noticed the way you became more quiet to him after that week and started to not see him much. But guess what? Now he became more desperate to see you. Yes, just feel to eat it. The short answer that was, he wanted to start a better conversation, but you were getting yourself busy in other things. Finally decided to talk. You were not facing him. That made him feel annoyed. Got your both hands moving you to him, making you face him. You gave a sudden touch. Kindly tell me, what did I do? You sighed. He didn't did anything. What should I tell him now, Ryan? He was holding your both hands in his. Your blood rushed to your cheeks. You started to feel hot and your chest started to go up and down more fastly. He leaned down to look in your eyes that were looking down. Please tell me, please. You tried to free your hands from his, but he was more powerful than you. I didn't want to be near you. You blurted out without thinking. He can take negative meaning of it. His hands loosened from yours. You looked at him. He chuckled as you were joking. Hey, no, don't take it negatively. I don't mean that. Then what do you mean? Please elaborate. He asked with pleading eyes. That day, the way you expressed your partner to me, I got jealous. He giggled. Of whom? I'm single. Yes, I know you are, but you will not always be single. One day you will find one. And I'm not like that as you wanted. So I'll be jealous of her because I have a crush on you. I wanted to control my increasing feelings for you. That's why I stopped meeting you. You became silent and didn't look at him. There was a silence of few minutes, just like a silence before a storm, but then you felt his finger cupping your cheek. You looked at him. His eyes were traveling from your eyes to your lip. Somehow you knew what was coming up. May I? The way he asked in his calm and whispered tune, you nodded without thinking much. He smiled lightly and leaned to capture your lips in his. He tilted his head to devour your lips more perfectly. You always heard people saying with your loved one can be or a leaf tablet from pain, and today you realized they were right. He broke this with a sweet peck on your lips, his forehead placed over yours, his hands holding yours. His warmth, you wanted to feel around you was there now. But you were still confused. How do you feel? You didn't know he was going to ask this question. You bite your lip thinking about words to express it. Honestly, it was like a drug. There's nothing else quite like it. It's a feeling of fireworks flash on the back of your eyelids and the drum bang bang in your chest. You chuckle at your words. It feels like my whole body fall into it heavenly and holy, and my soul crying in twin. You finish your sentence making him sigh and peck your forehead. And you still say you're not my standard, but I change my crush on daily basis. He laughed, for example. The last drama I saw, second male lead in that, and then Chinese drama, the male lead's brother in it, and a week ago a random cafe guy on Insta. He made an annoyed face, but also funny because you didn't meet any of them in your real life, only celebrity crushes. And real life crushes, you gave him a confused look. Were these robots or from parallel universe? Hey, Dumbo, I mean real life, like the person you met and talked to. Just then it clicked to your mind. Yeah, they aren't even related to your real life. But the person you had a crush in real life is the actual right crush. What a dumb I am. He raised his eyebrow. It's you. He controlled his cheekily smile. And what if I say same thing is with me too, so you also have celebrity crushes? He face palm brushing his hair back. I mean I have a crush on you like you have on me. You guess. How look here, me who has this double chin and these small eyes and not even a pointed nose, and don't even ask about puffy cheeks. I also. Before you say more, his lips were already in your. He left your lips after a hard smoochie. Don't you dare to say that shit. These are standards only set by our fashion and media society. Did you even know how many models and actresses' pictures and videos are photoshopped after shot? If you see them in real life, you will be happiest the way you are. Why real-life relationships are not made on face beauty standards, but on your inner personality. You notice how mature he is when it comes to serious talk, and of course, relations. He seems to be very sensitive for his loved ones. Dumb Wyan, how can you ignore such a great person? Now stop overthinking in your little mind that is already full and focus on me. You smile at him. Thanks, Jungkookff, for talking to me. I'm so dumb to realize what was right and wrong. He bobbed your nose with his. You're not dumb, but just insecure, and that's not even necessary. Nodding your head, you gave him a warm hug, taking him off guard. Oh, you're being sweet and emotional. I was always sweet, it's just you didn't notice. You flipped your hair, making him chuckle. Oh, my sassy girl. Wanna be my girl? Your eyes widen. Really? No, in imagination. Yes, really. You jumped excitedly and hugged him. Yes, I wanna be your girl, but I stay sassy too. That's perfect. He hugged you back tightly. Thanks for coming in my boring last night, neighbor.